Hello YouTube, what is up? How are you guys doing? Well, I'm back for another video. Yes. I hope you're doing all okay, first of all. It's nice to be back. I love these videos. I love them. I'm just sat here, at peace, just chatting to you lot about things that are on my mind and think, right, I think this could help someone, and the topic I'm going to be talking about today is negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts, and how I view them, how I have experienced them, and how I've dealt with them in the past. Because taking control of your mind is one of the hardest things to do. Very, very hard. And I've seen so much progress within myself to get to where I am now mentally, because in my past I've had thoughts that have stayed, they've come into my head, and then they've stayed, and it was driving me insane. I never thought I could get rid of them. I never thought I didn't feel normal. I hated the mindset I was in. I felt trapped. I didn't like the person I was. I didn't like the thoughts I was having. I didn't like these intrusive thoughts that were there, and they would just stay. Like I would force myself to go sleep just so I didn't have to live in my head anymore, and it went on for so long, and really took a toll on my mental health. I didn't want to experience life like that anymore. I didn't feel like I was living. I didn't feel like myself. I was like, this is not Connor. Or I was like, is this Connor? Is this what I have to deal with for the rest of my life? And it was scary. I think that's the best word to say. It was scary that I wasn't in control, and I just felt like I was going insane. Like it was driving me absolutely nuts. But thoughts, your thoughts. You have intrusive thoughts. You have everyone watching this video, every person you look at. There's a guy walking over there. He's had intrusive thoughts in his life. Every single person that you know, every single stranger that you look at has had intrusive thoughts at some point. They are normal, but for some people, like myself, and maybe you as well, you allow an intrusive thought to come into your mind, and you absorb into it. You really feel like that is you, and you then question yourself. You question if you're a good person for having these thoughts, these intrusive thoughts, these negative thoughts. You really feel like you don't deserve good things. You don't deserve good people or good opportunities or a better life, when these thoughts are around, because like, trust me, like certain thoughts I've had where I've questioned in my past, have I done something bad? And I can't pinpoint, I would have done something, I would have made a mistake, and then I feel like a bad person, and I'm constantly mental checking, struggling with OCD as well. It just feels like it's uncontrollable, but with your negative and intrusive thoughts, you are not them. Just because your thoughts are loud, just because these negative thoughts are loud that pop into your head, does not mean they are true. Intrusive thoughts, when you think of horrible things, I'm sure you've all experienced it, You think of these horrible things and you question, oh my God, why am I thinking that? Why has that thought popped up into my head? I don't want to think this. I feel like a horrible person. I feel like I don't deserve these good things because I'm thinking this way. No. No. You are not them negative thoughts. You are a good person. And let me tell you why. If you're having these negative thoughts and you're having these intrusive thoughts that are making you feel like a bad person, that already cancels out the fact that it's trying to make you feel like a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It already cancels out the whole point of you being a bad person, because you're not. The fact you're sort of going against these thoughts already shows the morals that you have, already shows the value that you hold. It shows that you're a good person because you're disgusted by these thoughts, you're angered by these thoughts, you don't like these thoughts, you don't get a pleasure out of these thoughts. You know, there's that difference, you know. So with negative and intrusive thoughts, when they enter, I want you to take a step back. This is what I do. I take a step back and I'm observing my thoughts. I'm not absorbing into them. I'm not becoming attached to them, because what they've done in my past is, it feels like if I close my eyes, it feels like I've got a string attached to these thoughts, you know, and it's just pulling me closer and closer and making me feel worse and worse. That's what it feels like. If I can put my thoughts into words, into like a physical sort of description, that's what it feels like. It feels like they're pulling me up. But all you've got to do, I say all you've got to do like it's an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. It's something you've got to practice and you've got to repeat over and over and over again, because it's took me a very long time to come to an understanding with who I am and sort of see that difference of these thoughts and me, you know. So there's that string attached that these thoughts are trying to absorb you in, pull you in, you know, make you feel like, right, I am a horrible person, I don't deserve good things, you know, I'm not worthy of these good things because I'm having these horrible thoughts. You just feel like a bad person, you feel disgusted, and you don't feel like you should be treated nice, you don't feel like you deserve good things, etc. But become the observer of your thoughts. Like, actually sit with yourself or with a friend. I find speaking out really helped me. As hard as it was speaking out about the thoughts I was having, there will always be the right person who's going to listen to you and not judge you for your thoughts, and understand that you are not your thoughts, you are not your negative thoughts, you are not these intruders that your brain is trying to play games with you, because that's what it's doing. It's trying to manipulate you into thinking that you're this horrible human, you know. But these thoughts are not real. So just actually sit with someone, as hard as it can be, anyone, and speak about it and see where you can go from there. I'd had a conversation with one of my best friends, Patrick. If you're watching this, I love you, my friend. And I broke down into tears speaking about what was going on in my head. I felt like an absolutely horrible human. And just to have someone there who wasn't going to judge me for my thoughts was the most shifting thing from my mind. Like, it shifted so much weight, more than I ever thought that could be possible. And then from that point, I then decided to speak up to my mum about it, you know. And then from that point on, you know, I was referred to therapy, and I then started cognitive behavioral therapy, and that's also played a massive part in changing my life for such a positive, in such a positive way, you know. Coming to an understanding of like, I am not my negative thoughts. I'm not not my negative thoughts, because they are not mine. They're not mine. That is something else. It's another. It's an intruder. And no one likes an intruder, you know. You've just got to become an observer of these thoughts, you know, and you've got to be kind to yourself and realize, okay, if I'm actually feeling disgusted about these thoughts and feeling like, right, I don't want to be associated with these thoughts, then that shows you're a good person. That shows your morals. Like I said earlier, you know, you've got to actually sit back and observe these thoughts and not be hooked in and absorb into them. So cut that string that's trying to pull you up, you know. Cut that thing in between you and your thoughts that's trying to hook you in to feeling like you are them thoughts, and them thoughts that are making you feel like that person. Cut that string, you know. Make sure you are speaking out, because there's nothing wrong with speaking out about your thoughts, you know. You know, and I know deep down you're a good person. I know I'm a good person. It took me a long time to realize that, because I was so trapped in my thoughts. I was so trapped in my head with these negative thoughts swirling around every single day. As soon as I wake up, and all the way through my day, through work, through anything I tried doing, they'd just be there, you know. I'd felt this constant disgust and constant, like, I don't deserve the good things in my life. I'm a horrible person for having these thoughts. But my friend, you're not, you know. You're not. And again, the right people are going to sit with you and listen to you. And there's nothing wrong with going to get professional help to help you manage these thoughts, you know. I'm just giving my experience, you know, and my brief story of dealing with intrusive and negative thoughts that were beating me down to the ground and then kicking me while I'm down and not letting me get back up, seeing any sign of hope in feeling good within myself, you know. So there's nothing wrong with speaking out, nothing wrong at all. But I get it. For so long I dealt with these thoughts on my own, and it was terrifying. It was terrifying because I was so fearful of a judgment from someone else, feeling like they're going to judge me and leave my life and think I'm a horrible human for having these thoughts. But in reality, you'll always have the right people there for you. Your people are out there. Your people who are going to stay your whole life are out there. Your people who are going to support you and care for you and love you are out there, you know. Some are in your life right now, but you just haven't spoken to them about this. And some you haven't even come across yet, you know. Whether that's a therapist or a brand new stranger that comes along, becomes a best friend or a new partner, you know. There's people out there for you. Always, and you won't miss out on these people, you know. Never. There's always going to be an opportunity that you're going to come across these people, and I've experienced it myself, and I'm very blessed that the day I spoke out about the thoughts I was having, as terrifying as it was, to feel understood and to feel heard, to feel listened to, and not to feel judged by having these thoughts, was a big part in why I'm still here today, you know. And I can't stress it enough. It's okay to speak out about what is holding you back from finding your best version. It's completely okay. But like I said, I get it. It's a terrifying experience, because we're like, oh, what if this person judges me? What if they leave? What if they tell someone? So what if they do? It's not the end of the world, because you know deep down you're an amazing person and you are not these thoughts. You know you would never act on these thoughts. And like I said, with the past thoughts, if you are questioning your past or questioning, have I done this, have I done that, you know, and repeating that to yourself, it's okay not to know. Also, it is okay, completely okay, not to know. You know, your past provides no pleasure to your present. You know, the person you are now, the present moment, it doesn't provide anything beneficial, anything at all. So just let it be, let it go, you know. And with people who you fear, you think are going to judge you, or, you know, have a different view on you, or not accept you for having these thoughts, you know, I've learned to just let it be, because you will always find your right people, and I've found my people, and I know I've got my people for life, and I will continue to find people, you know. But again, where all this started was from me speaking out. Genuinely the best thing I ever did. Best thing. Terrifying, but the best thing. You know, going through something so like going through such a overwhelming experience of like constantly overthinking, oh, this person, that person's going to judge me, all of that, to then actually feeling understood, shifted so much weight. So please don't hesitate to speak out about your thoughts that you're having. You know, your negative thoughts and your intrusive thoughts are not you. You know deep down you're a good person, and I know that too. The fact you're probably watching this video still shows that you're a good person. So speak out, my friend. Speak out, and everything's going to be okay. Because once you come to that mindset of, I know my people are here for me, I'm not fearful of judgment, I also don't have to explain myself to the whole world, I am a good person, I deserve everything that comes into my life that's good, because I'm a good person and I don't act on these thoughts, you become at peace in your mind, finally. And then you've adapted into that observer sort of mindset instead of absorbing, you know, feeling attached to these thoughts. You've cut that string, and you will do that. You will, 100%. I believe in you. I believe in you, but just don't be fearful to speak out. Be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself, show so much compassion to yourself, and really, really understand who that person is at heart, deep down at your core. A good, amazing, deserving of love, deserving of peace person. You are that person. You are not these intruders, which is these negative, intrusive thoughts, or these thoughts that question the past. Let it all go, my friend. You know, everything's going to be alright. Everything's going to be alright. I hope that this video has given you something to think about, and to know that it's okay to speak out about your thoughts and your people will be there, and to live in the present moment and not the past, and realise you are deserving of everything good in life, because you are a good person. But yeah, you take care of yourself. It's a very passionate topic of mine, you know, from personal experience, and I really, really hope it can help anyone who's watched this. But yeah, that's the end of the video for now. Like I said, there'll probably be many more videos similar to thought talk, questioning the past, intrusive thoughts, many more, because I can go on and on and on. Very passionate about the topics, you know, and most importantly, hopefully helping someone, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you all. You will get through this. You are not these thoughts. You are not your past. Let everything go. You deserve everything good in your life. You're an amazing person. You are not your past. You are your now. And that is an amazing person. You've always been an amazing person. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. I'll see you very soon. It's been Cons. Peace out.